So Superman Legacy got some casting this week,
right.
Mason. A couple confirmed. This is by THR. Skylar Gizondo is playing Jimmy Olsen. And boy, does he look exactly like Jimmy Olsen. Not muscular Jimmy Olsen.
That's right.
They're always giving us a muscular Jimmy
That's
Olsen.
right.
He's got a handgun. He's a secret agent.
I'm actually James Olsen now. Because that's what a handsome man would be called.
That's what a handsome
Not in
man-
every instance.
No, but a lot of the time, yeah. On top of that, Deadline reporting that Sarah Sampaio is playing Eve Tessmark's. You said
Okay.
that again? Tessmarker.
I think so. So that's Lex Luthor's, like...
Assistant, girlfriend, confidant. She's in Superman 1.
Yeah, and she's in Superman Returns, right?
Yeah. Yeah, she is. Is she?
Yeah, it's Parker Pose.
Oh, that is her, is it? I thought it was a different character.
I think it's...
Great. That's really good stuff.
Let's do some big-time research.
Let's do some light
But
research
Skylar
for
Gizondo
once.
that's a great get. That is,
absolutely.
That he is... people will know from Santa Clarita Diet. He's also on the Righteous Gemstones, I believe, although I haven't seen that show.
Yeah. No, she plays Kitty Kowalski.
Oh.
So I thought she wasn't the same. And now I feel vindicated in my opinions. All of my opinions.
Okay, great.
And in addition to that, the rumor is that Nicholas Hoult is Lex Luthor.
That's great.
Who you might know as the little boy from About a Boy and nothing else. With
right.
his little bowl haircut.
Yeah, that's right.
And he's hanging out with Hugh Grant. He's getting his shoes stolen.
That's right.
That guy's Lex Luthor.
And 2 decades of nothing, and then they brought him back. This is a real Ke Huy Quan situation.
Absolutely it is. I think even if this is true, which it seems to be, I think he's a great choice. He's like young. He probably looks good bald, I assume.
And the real life narrative is he got knocked back for the role of Superman.
Yeah.
Which is a very Lex Luthor thing to do.
Absolutely. Sinister. Sinister
much so.
motives is what you're saying. This actor
That's
has.
right. Revenge.
Oh, my God.
You know what they should do is they should get what is it? Cornsweet? What's his name? Is it David Cornsweet?
He's looking big as well. Have you seen
Yeah.
a photo?
Is it David Cornsweet?
David Cornsweet.
They should get him to throw some chemicals on Nicholas Hoult so he goes bald.
For real.
For real. You know. But anyway, Skylar Gizondo, great choice.
Yeah.
He's got the Jimmy Olsen incredible enthusiasm followed by incredible regret vibe. You know that thing? Where he just barrels into something and he's like, oh no, I've gone too far here.
Why did I do this?
Yeah.
Superman, catch me. You know, he falls off or whatever.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. But also he has a piece of kryptonite on him for some reason. Why did he do that?
What was this?
Because he's silly. Sometimes he might.
Oh, I see, right.
He's like, what am I doing? He doesn't know. But sometimes he knows.
Yeah. All right, first of all, stop reading directly from the script of Superman Legacy, if you wouldn't mind.
What else we got next, Mason? Dave Filoni.
That's the guy from Star Wars.
That's the guy from some Star Wars, a lot of Star Wars. He's been promoted to...
No, he's the guy from all Star Wars.
Well, he's been promoted to Chief Creative Officer over at
CCO.
Lucasfilm. Yeah. So that's in it. Like, he's kind of did this role unofficially. Well, here's a statement from him who said, in the past, in a lot of projects I'll be brought into, I would see it after it already developed at a good ways. In the new role, it opened up to basically everything that's going on. When we're planning the future of what we're doing now, I'm involved at the inception phase. Now, some people like this because he's considered to be like the protege of George Lucas.
That's true.
He came on board with Clone Wars in 2008 or before that, but it came out in 2008 and he's been like a lot of good stuff you've seen in animated in particular like has come from him.
Has he done movie stuff? Or is it all
No,
TV
he
stuff?
started doing he started directing some episodes of The Mandalorian and worked with Jon Favreau, but Ahsoka is the Ahsoka TV series. So that's the other side of it. People are like, well, that's not a great TV series, is it? And now this guy is sort of in charge of Star Wars. But I wouldn't say this is necessarily in charge. This is just like a guy who's like, well, you can't do that because like that guy doesn't have a laser yet and whatever. You know, that guy doesn't have a laser. He gets it in Return
James,
of the
are
Jedi.
you reading directly from the script of Star Wars Episode 10 again?
Correct.
Wow. That guy hasn't got a laser yet. He's going to get it later. Thanks, Obi-Wan Kenobi. He's back from the dead.
So, yeah, what do you think about that? I mean, I guess it's good to have some oversight, somebody who's like looking at all of the things.
Sure.
You know?
Was there not a guy like that before?
I don't think so.
Huh.
I mean, as he said, he was kind of brought in afterwards. Or like if they'd go to do something, they'd have to go to like the canon group and be like, can we do this? Does this guy have a laser yet? No, he doesn't have a laser yet.
No, we've checked canon. We've checked the canonicity of this guy. He doesn't have a laser.
Yet. Yeah.
Wink.
Wink.
Does that wink imply he's going to get a laser? We can't say.
We would never
Wink.
say. Yeah.
Wink, and now I'm just saying wink.
My goodness. So, yeah, I mean, I guess it is good to kind of have a, I mean, uniformity doesn't sound good. But like,
It sure doesn't. Sure doesn't.
yeah.
When you said uniformity, I just imagined like...
Sorry, I meant to say conformity. That's better, isn't it?
Yep, that's even better. When you said uniformity, I just pictured a big tub of margarine. So I
What?
I don't know. Because it's all uniform. You open the margarine.
Oh, and it's
all
like a
so smooth and
peel.
pale yellow and not
my
interesting.
God. I love that a lot.
But what can you do with it?
Yeah.
You can spread it on some bread and you can go, I would have preferred butter.
Yeah.
I would have preferred butter, honestly. I don't know. I don't even they make mayonnaise out of seeds.
I got Vegemite on the knife, then I put the knife back in the margarine and others. I can't. Oh, God. Yeah.
Star Wars.
Star Wars, exactly. So, yeah, I don't know. How do you feel about this? I don't know. I think it's the early days. I like him. I like a lot of his work. I think like a lot of the animated stuff he's done is really good.
Yeah.
And like for Ahsoka, I was like, some of this is really interesting and great. And others, I'm like, this is boring.
Well, then I guess the question there was the fact that some of that is boring, is that... Well, I mean, is it on us that some of that was boring because I'm not like on me certainly because I'm not familiar with
people soured on it. Mm-hmm. You know, and some people also don't like that. A lot of what he's doing is just like, well, I made this person in animated, and now they're live action.
Right,
and it's becoming like his universe. I don't care because like you get that, you get Andor, you get Obi-Wan.
Sure.
I mean, and they're all equally good.
Yes,
that's
true.
Book of Boba Fett.
So you're saying that you're largely indifferent to this?
Yeah.
As long as he keeps his grubby mitts off Andor?
Yeah, exactly. Give me Andor season 2 and then shut it down.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, unless it's bad, in which case do season 3.
I guess the question then becomes, if he's the chief creative officer, is he a guy who is going to greenlight? Can he greenlight stuff?
No, he's under Kathleen Kennedy.
Okay, right.
Yeah, so which I know you love.
Okay, well then can he? I imagine he can provide recommendations.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, right.
Yeah.
So I guess the question then becomes: is he a guy who is like, I'm willing to, I like this idea.
Oh, you're doing like a Jedi hand wave.
I am. That's
I
right.
like this idea. Give him a laser, but not yet.
Not yet. Let the people wait for the laser, his signature laser. Do you think that he's the kind of person who will say that's a good idea? It's not in my wheelhouse, but I appreciate that other people have come up with that idea around. Or is he a guy who's like doesn't really gel with my vision of all the stuff that I invented? In the Clone Wars.
He's always had the opportunity to like veto stuff which clashes with him. Mm-hmm. But I'm hoping it's a situation where like if you got like a Tony Gilroy who's like, I want to do this version of Star Wars, he'll be like, yep, do it. Yeah. Like that's what I'm hoping for. Where you can still get creative voices coming in and doing something that's not just look at these animated characters, they're real now or whatever, which I'm also fine with. Star Wars is a mixed bag and it always has been, and it always will be. And that's why I love it. But also I hate it.
Yeah, or it might become worse.
Yeah,
uniformly
whatever.
Worse.
It's fine, man. Like, who cares?
Yeah.
Let things get worse, and then they have to make something new. Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's do a new thing.
Yeah.
For once.
Stargerine.
Margarine. What? Is that like Wild
Star
Luigi?
Wars margarine.
Okay.
But also, Wild Luigi, yes. Yes, sure. Okay.
Great.
We're just working on these ideas until they become just
Star Wars movies.
Star Wars movies, yes.
Because that fly, Mason. That goddamn fly.
There is a fly in here, that's true.
Yeah, it's been in here for a long time. It's really throwing my game off.
Okay. When you say a long time, do you mean today or do you mean for years?
No, for this segment. Oh. I have to talk. There, it's gone. I'll quickly close the door. I'm yelling because I realize when I'm away from the mic, it's doesn't sound very good. So
that was a smooth transition back to normal speaking voice as well.
Really good.
Yeah.